Come, sit by the fire, traveller. Tonight the snow falls deep and still. Tell me, have you ever seen the poorest person give the most freely, without stopping to count what might come back? Tonight's tale is set on New Year's Eve. An old couple with nothing to their name will offer a small kindness to stone guardians left cold in the snow. Warm yourself and listen. Long ago, in a mountain village, an old man and his wife lived quietly together, poor in things, but gentle in heart. The year was drawing to its close. From the houses around them came the sound of mochi being pounded, rice cakes for the new year, for the gods, for the celebration ahead. But in their small home, the hearth burned low. There was not a single coin to spare. If only we could offer one rice cake to the gods, the old woman said softly. Her husband sat quietly, then smiled. I have those straw hats I have been weaving. Let me take them to town. Perhaps I can trade them for something to welcome the new year. He bound 5 hats across his back and stepped out into the cold morning. The town was alive with the bustle of year-end, people rushing for fish, rice, and decorations. He walked through it all, calling out again and again, "Straw hats! Good woven straw hats!" His voice grew hoarse. The snow kept falling, and by the time the sky began to dim, not one person had stopped to buy. He lifted the 5 unsold hats back onto his shoulders and sighed, quietly, to himself. No rice cakes, no coin, nothing to bring home. He turned his face toward the mountains and began the long, slow walk back, the crunch of his footsteps the only sound in the settling dark. The old man stopped. In a clearing by the road stood 6 stone Jizo, the patient guardians found at crossroads across Japan, watching over travellers and the dead. Snow had piled high on each, white caps on their heads, thick on their shoulders. He stood and looked at them for a long moment. They seemed to be shivering. "My goodness," the old man murmured. "You must be so cold, all of you." He set down the hats and began, one by one, brushing the snow from each statue with his bare hands. The stone was ice beneath his fingers. His hands grew stiff and numb. Still, he moved slowly, carefully, from figure to figure, as if each stone face could feel the care he was taking. When the snow was cleared, the old man looked at his 5 hats, then at the 6 bare heads. He hesitated only a moment. "These were to be sold," he said. "But what use is coin tonight, when you stand here in the cold?" He placed the first hat, tying the cord carefully, then the second, the third, the 4th. 5 hats, 6 statues. He counted again to be certain. The last Jizo stood uncovered, flakes already resettling on the stone, patient and silent as the others. The old man stood before it, looking at the bare stone head, and then, slowly, he raised a hand to his own. He unwound the faded cloth from his own head, the only thing left between his skin and the winter air. "It is humble," he said softly to the 6th Jizo, "but please, let it keep you warmer." He folded it with care and tied it around the statue's head, gently, as a mother might bundle a child against the cold. Then he walked home, bareheaded, with the snow falling on his white hair. He stepped through the door, cold to the bone, and his wife looked up at him with quiet eyes. He told her everything, the long walk to town, the empty afternoon, the 6 Jizo on the road home, the 5 hats, the te nu gui he had given away. When he was done, there was a short silence. No rice cakes, no coin, nothing to bring in from the cold. She did not frown, she did not sigh. She smiled and reached out to take his cold hands in hers. "You did well," she said. "The Jizo must be so glad. And as for us, we have no rice cakes, but we can greet the new year with a warm heart, and that is more than many people manage." The old man felt, somehow, lighter. Together they sat by what remained of the fire. They shared a cup of hot water. They pressed their palms together and offered a quiet prayer to whatever gods might be listening. One by one, the sounds of celebration faded from the village, until there was only the snow and the fire and the two of them. They lay down and they slept. In the deepest part of the night, when all had gone silent, the old man stirred. He lay still, listening hard. And then, faint at first, then unmistakably real, he heard it. Shh, shh, shh. The sound of something being drawn across packed snow, growing closer, closer still. With the sled came a voice, low and unhurried, neither fully human nor fully strange, like a chant half remembered from the edge of sleep. The words drifted clearly through the walls. "Where is the home of the old man who gave us hats?" The sound grew, then it stopped. It stopped directly before their door. They crept to the door and pressed their eyes to the gap. Moonlight lay bright on the snow outside. 6 stone figures, each wearing a straw hat, moved through the dark as if winter were nothing to them. The 6th wore a faded cloth around its head, knotted just as the old man had left it. They pulled a heavy sled. One by one, the figures reached into the sled and set their offerings at the door. Sacks of rice, heavy and full. Rice cakes, still fragrant with warmth. Bundles of vegetables. Jars of miso. And last, laid gently on top, small gold coins that caught the moonlight like fallen stars. All of it stacked high at the threshold of their humble home. When the last gift was laid down, the 6 figures straightened. They did not bow, they did not speak. They simply turned, took up the empty sled, and began pulling it back the way they had come. Shh, 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 growing fainter with each breath, then faint, then gone, swallowed by the white silence of the winter night. Morning arrived cold and bright, the first day of the new year. The old man and his wife stood at their door looking at the gifts piled there, real, solid, impossible. They cooked rice, they ate mochi. Smoke rose from their chimney for the first time in days. And now and then, one of them would bow toward the open plain and stay that way, a little longer than necessary. There, in the fresh snow, 6 sets of prints leading up to their door, then turning back and growing smaller until they disappeared into the plain. No one had seen them come. The old man studied those prints for a long time. He never spoke of them again, not to neighbours, not to anyone who came to the house in the years that followed. Tell me, traveller, did you give something today? Something small, something that cost you a little, without stopping to wonder what might come back? I wonder. Perhaps you are richer than you think. That is all for tonight. Sleep well, traveler. Sleep well.